Good morning, Scituate. This is the weekly town update for the week of October 20th, 2025. What a beautiful weekend. I hope that you all got outside to enjoy the weather. I am Susan Harrison, Vice Chair of the Select Board, and I'm here with Jim Boudreau, our Town Administrator, and Nicole Brandolini, the Chair of the School Committee. I will run through some town board and committee meetings, as well as some events for the week, and then hand it off to Jim and Nicole for some additional town updates. Monday, October 20th, we have the Community Preservation Committee meeting at 6:30 p.m. in the large conference room at Town Hall. The Conservation Commission meeting is at 6 p.m. and that's via Zoom. And the Board of Health meeting was canceled. On Tuesday, October 21st, the Scituate Coastal Advisory Commission meeting is at 6 p.m. at the Norton Emergency Operations Center. And welcome to all of our new members on this committee. Beautification Committee is meeting at 6:30 in the large conference room at the town library. Water Resources Commission is at 7 in the small conference room at the town hall. There is also a fun event at the town library Tuesday night at 7, Memoirs and Mocktails, and that's a book club. This month's book is Yours Cruelly, Elvira by Cassandra Peterson. Do you love reading diverse memoirs or celebrity biographies? This experience something new at the library. Enjoy a non-alcoholic libation or mocktail while discussing monthly memoirs. We will enjoy a wide variety of memoirs and biographies that may explore food, celebrity, travel, and historical figures. The Memoir Book Club will provide a safe and inclusive space where adult readers can share insights and explore the intricate fabric of human experiences. Each meeting, we will serve a mocktail, and you'll get the recipe, and then choose from a list of memoirs to read the following month. For planning purposes, please register online. And this program is generously funded by the Friends of Scituate Town Library. On Wednesday, there is a capital planning committee meeting at 6:30 at the Select Board hearing room at Town Hall. And the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion meeting is at 6:30, and that is via Zoom. Also on Thursday, there's a planning board meeting at 6:30 in the Select Board hearing room and a bylaw review committee at 7 in the small conference room at Town Hall. Friday, October 24th and Saturday, October 25th, the Scituate Historical Society presents Harbor Haunts, creative storytelling of ghost stories, legends, and local hauntings at Gar Hall, featuring the talents of local community members and South Shore actors with musical accompaniment by Lene Badger. There are new stories this year. Tickets for the events are $10 per person for society members and $15 per person for non-members. Registration is suggested, but tickets may be purchased at the door. And also on Saturday, the Sail Home in North Scituate is having a grand opening from 11 a.m. to 2. Join us for the grand opening of the Sail Home in Scituate. This beautiful new development will provide supportive housing for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities and autism. Meet the founders, tour the space, and explore demos of assistive technology that make independence possible. And again, that's 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and that's 809 Country Way in North Scituate. Also, Saturday the 25th from 10 to noon, the Scituate Dog Park, they will have their annual costume party at the park. There will be prizes and treats. Also, on Sunday, October 26th at 11 to 12:30, the First Trinitarian Congregational Church is hosting their annual Trunk or Treat event on the parish lawn. Cars will be decorated and filled with treats for kids and adults. There will also be a potluck Oktoberfest celebration. Come in costume and check out the website for more information. Also on the 26th, the Scituate Fire Department is having their open house. There's free parking at the Pippin House, 125 Manlot Road. Shoot the Flame, Smokehouse, fire trucks, Sparky the fire truck. There will be a stop drop enrollment. Stop by and say hi. And also there'll be free pizza and snacks. On Sunday, October 26th from 12 to 2, the Legacy of Amilcar Lopes Cabral, and that's at the Gar Hall. The Scituate Sister City Project, Bridgewater State University, Cape Cod, Cape Verdean Museum and Cultural Center, as well as the Scituate Historical Society and the Scituate Education Foundation, that's a lot, wish to invite you to the celebration of the legacy of Amilcar Lopes Cabral. Now, Cabral was a pivotal figure in the fight for independence of African countries, particularly Cape Verde. His leadership and ideology, revolutionary strategies played a significant role in the broader struggle against colonial rule throughout Africa. Again, this event is at Gar Hall from 12 to 2 on Sunday. Gar Hall is certainly busy this weekend. Wow, so there is a lot going on in Scituate this week. If you want to know as much as I know about what is going on in Scituate, visit the Scituate Town website where we have a calendar of meetings and also the Scituate Visitors Center website that has a calendar of events. If you are hosting an event in town, remember to add your event to the Scituate Visitors Center calendar. Now I am going to turn it over to Jim and he will have some additional town updates. Jim?
Good morning, thank you. Happy Monday to everybody. We're going to just start with a quick weather update. We are expecting some wet weather and winds later on this morning, extending into the early afternoon. There'll be a period of heavy rain and some high wind gusts, potentially hitting 50 miles an hour this morning, and that's supposed to taper off after lunch. With the heavy wind and some rain, we do expect there may be some limbs down, maybe some scattered power outages. So if you're out during the period of the storm this morning, just please use extra caution when you're driving around. We want to remind people that the fall special town meeting will be held on Monday, November 3rd, 7 p.m. in the Scituate High School auditorium. The warrant is available on the town website, on the red banner, or on the town clerk's page. The treasurer collector wants to remind residents that FY26 second quarter real estate and personal property taxes are due on November 3rd. The town is hosting another surplus property auction of various items this week and next week. The link is now live on both the town website and town Facebook page. You also need to register before you can do that. The auction ends October 31st. Veterans Day is November 11th. Post 144 will again be celebrating Veterans Day and provide a free turkey luncheon with the help of the Voyage Restaurant to all Scituate residents and one guest. An extra guest can be had for $20. The veterans need a count of those attending by November 7th. So either email Bob Callahan for reservations at recallahan@comcast.net or at commander@scituatepost144.org, or you can call Gene at 617-842-0092. They'd also like to know your branch of service and the years you served. Reservations are limited to 130, so please reserve early. It is a great event. The event will start at 10:45 with an assembly at the flagpole at the Scituate Senior Center, 33 First Parish Road. 11 o'clock, the playing of taps, the singing of the national anthem, and an invocation by the chaplain. The group will then move inside to the banquet room of the Senior Center where a POW MIA remembrance will be done, and there'll be speeches from invited guests. Cash bars available for beer, wine, and some liquor. The meal will consist of a salad, roast turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, butternut squash, cranberry sauce, and gravy. Dessert is provided by Post 144, and the Post 144's classic rock band will play 60s and 70s music after the meal. The Voyage Restaurant in Hummerock is once again catering and donating the food for this event. So a special thanks to the Voyage and Keith Callahan for their assistance. It's a great establishment, so please get registered and come in. This is a great event for veterans. DPW update, very important this week. Methuen Contracting, the construction contractor for the water treatment plant, will begin work at the pump station at the rotary down by the existing water treatment plant this week. They'll be doing necessary upgrades to the pumping station and connecting it to the water mains for the new treatment plant on Route 3A. On Wednesday, October 22nd, this Wednesday, they will be shutting down the existing water treatment plant for several hours between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. to complete some of this work. We ask residents to be aware of this shutdown and to refrain from using high volumes of water during this period. We'll get that work done as quickly as possible, but again, it is necessary to connect the reservoir to the new treatment plant when we open that shortly. Crews are still working on 91 Surfside to make repairs to revetment stone. They're also working on Seaside Road making repairs. Please be aware of that ongoing construction. Work continues on the Old Forge neighborhood. The contractor has completed the installation of the new raw water line from the well to the bottom of Old Forge to Route 3A for the new treatment plant. They've also completed the replacement of the existing service main. These lines are now being pressure tested. Once the testing is complete, the contractor will begin tying the homes in the neighborhood to the new service line for all the residents. This project will still take several more weeks. The cured and pipe place replacement for the sewer projects continues this week. Working will be on Hadley Road and Scituate Ave. On Wednesday, October 22nd at 6:15, Scituate Recreation is hosting its annual Halloween Hustle Family Fun Run at the community track turf at Scituate High School. This event is geared to kids 2 through 10. Kids will be grouped according to age, participate in a guided warm-up, and then run 2 races. Distances will vary from 25 meters to 100 meters, with a bonus optional 400-meter race at the end for anyone with leftover energy. Attending parents will also have the option to participate in the newly added 100-meter parent race. Rec has partnered with the Course Foundation to create a race for children of all needs and abilities to start the night off. Running safe costumes are encouraged. Registration is required. Go to the Recreation Department webpage and register for this great event. Scituate Food Pantry, they have changed their late night hours on the last Wednesday of the month. Instead of 6 to 8, they'll now be 6 to 7:30 p.m. That'll be a week from this Wednesday. Most needed items: canned beets, canned spinach, Jell-O pudding and pudding cups, pickles and olives, microwave popcorn, canned sardines, canned salmon, canned clams, herbal and black teas, and canned beef stew. They can be dropped off at the food pantry during normal operating hours. The bins behind the old Gates School, Scituate Library, Village Market, and Shaw's also collect. That is what I have for this week. I hope everybody has a great week.
Thank you, Jim. Now I'm going to turn it over to Nicole for some school updates.
Good morning. We are certainly fully immersed into the school year at SPS with so much going on. I wasn't even sure how to narrow my update. I will start, however, with an important and impactful district-wide change that everyone needs to be aware of. And the district will continue to hold space and opportunities for ongoing conversations as this occurs. To meet the evolving needs of students, we must shift resources to a more comprehensive and broader approach of social emotional learning. This includes diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging initiatives as one aspect, but not the entirety of the job as it has been over these last set of years. Scituate Public Schools is still committed to equity, diversity, and inclusion. Mr. Adams' leadership as Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion has set a wonderful core foundation from which we can build, and for that we are grateful and wish him well in future endeavors. We are looking to appoint the new position in January 2026. This will be a key district-level leadership position responsible for championing a safe and supportive educational and school experience for all students. This position will work in close partnership with school administration, staff, families, and community stakeholders to cultivate and implement district-wide practices where every student is seen, heard, and valued. Social emotional learning strengthens both individual student skills and the overall climate of our schools. I don't want to get too far ahead of things, but this person will be instrumental in advancing digital literacy and the impact on students K to 12, bullying and cyberbullying, and working with our adjustment counselors, and to have expert knowledge in school-based adolescent mental health. In other news, the groundbreaking took place last week at the new Cushing-Hatherley site. We had a lovely ceremony, community leaders, and music by Mr. Munn and the Cushing-Hatherley 5th grade choruses. The fifth annual Credit for Life Fair is taking place for junior class this Wednesday at Scituate High School. This is a fantastic event where students learn financial literacy. Shout out to Anne Marie Galvin for organizing that again for the high school and the team yet again. There are various book fairs taking place at the elementary levels. There are school council meetings happening this week at Gates and Wampatuck. Many clubs and activities are meeting daily. The Fall High School Chorus and Band Concert is this Tuesday at 7 p.m. in the CPAC. Don't miss it. As always, check the Arbiter app for the latest team sports updates. And please reach out to the Scituate School Committee at scit.org at any time with questions, comments, or curiosities. Public comment is typically the first item on our school committee agendas if you wish to speak publicly at the committee on a topic. Thank you. Have a good rest of the week.
Thank you, Nicole. That's all for us. Hope you all have a great week.